So in this video, I'm going to show you how to download any book or textbook that you would want. So for books, I like to use Calibre as my ebook manager. You can sync it to a Kindle or any other book reading device. So first step would be to download Calibre. Once you download it, you can open it up here. You can see all the books that I already have in here. I've got my Kindle plugged in to my computer as well. So then you can just drag and drop books to it. So once you download Calibre, that's step one. Step two, we're gonna go to this website here, bookforyou.org or b-ok.cc. Once we do that, then you can start trying to find books. So let's say we want Dune by Frank Herbert. You just type in the name of the book. This is an EPUB file. Kindles work best with MOBI files. So to get a MOBI and skip a step, we can just write Dune MOBI. And then so now we have the MOBI version of Dune. The download prompt, we're gonna then save it. Then you're gonna drag in Dune here. It's going to tell me that I already have it, so we're going to just hit cancel since I already have it. And then I can search it here. So now I found Dune, and then you could just right click and send it to your device, or you can click this, hit send a device, or if it's not a MOBI, you can go to convert books, and then you can do MOBI output, and then you would just hit OK. Or inside of here, you can also change the output format. So say you wanted to zip it for some reason, or if you wanted to export it as a PDF, you could do that, or any of these other formats. So this is also a nice program for changing the format of files. If you ever want to send something else to a device, this check mark with main next to it, that means it's on your device. So I have these other ones in just my computer library. I could send that to my device, so we'll just send that just so you can see. So then it's going to go to your jobs down here, and then it just sent that book, so now I have that on my Kindle. So yeah, it's that simple for something like that. If you wanted to get, let's just say microbiology. Say you want to learn about microbiology. Boom, you can get a 2018 edition of a microbiology textbook. Pretty slick. Let's say we want to learn about nuclear fusion. What do we got? Nuclear reactors, nuclear fusion. And download all that. That's just the most popular. We can do recently added. So now we can learn the most modern theories of nuclear fusion, or how it works. Very cool. So that's that right there. If you are curious what kind of browser I'm using, I am using the Brave browser. It's nice browser. I really like it. It gives you can earn cryptocurrency with it. You can earn the BAT token, which then you can either send to creators or you can deposit it into your wallet. Whatever you choose to do. Chrome extensions that are nice. I like Dark Reader. Dark Reader allows you to set any page to dark mode. So like this is default is white, but some smart guy wrote some nice code so that you can just keyboard shortcut and then have it work. So I have mine set to Control-Shift-Z for how it works. So yeah, you can just set it right here. Toggle current site, Control-Shift-Z, and then that's how I toggle it. Another interesting thing is Sci-Hub. So if you ever need scientific papers for school, or you're just curious about a topic and you're blocked by a paywall, don't worry. So like right here, we've got adaptive flight with living neuronal networks on microelectrode arrays. Ooh, fancy. Basically, some smart guy found out how to make nerve cells fly an airplane. There's a good YouTube video on it too, but I wanted to dig a little bit deeper. So all you would do is grab the URL, and you'd paste it in there just so it doesn't have to load. I have it loaded here already, so you can just read the whole article. I have that dark mode, so now you can read this dark, so it's not blinding you. But yeah, now you have the whole paper. You can read it, annotate it, save it, do whatever you please with it. So another little feature in Calibre is that you can edit the metadata. So if you wanted to change the cover of something, you can either download a cover, so it'll search Google, Amazon, and other sources to find covers. Usually they're not the best like that compared to that. I would prefer the one on the left here, but you can also browse stuff. So with the browse feature, that would mean that you can get stuff from Google and then you can just import it. You can also change the author name, title name, if you want to do something different, change the summary if you really want to do that. But so another thing you can do is you can export your highlights from your Kindle. You just find your Kindle over here, and then you go to Documents, you'd scroll all the way down, find your clippings, then it would open up in here, and you can find all your highlights, and you can export them, or then you can Google them, and you can add them to a Quizlet study set. So you could have them in Quizlet, and then save all of these terms so you can study them in the future. And then another thing, kind of unrelated, but I think is kind of cool, is Wikipedia is a great resource to find what's going on in science, just for current events. So there's a page called 2020 in Science, and you can find basically small snippets of what happened in the news regarding science for all months in all previous years. So here's like 2021. You can see what happened in January. You could follow it, and then you can click the link if you want to read more about the source, and then you could pair this with Sci-Hub if it is blocked on a paywall, blah, blah, blah. It's kind of nice. And then another nice feature within Wikipedia is you can change how it looks. So if you go to Preferences, you can then go to Appearance. Come on. And I use Minerva Nui compared to the default one, and then you can also apply Dark Reader to it so that it's dark mode. I'll also put a book list in the description if anybody's interested in some books to read. So that's about it, folks. Figured I would just drop this video, democratize some knowledge, let everybody read some books. Peace.